Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to this live stream for Windows Server 2003. Just want to share my screen. Okay, configuring the SUS clients. There are two methods for configuring SUS clients. The method you use depends on whether you use Active Directory in your network. In a non-enterprise network not running Active Directory, you would configure automatic updates through Control Panel using the same process that was defined in the section Windows Automatic Updates earlier in this chapter. Each client's registry will then be edited to reflect the location of the server that will provide automatic updates. Within an enterprise network using Active Directory, you would typically see automatic updates configured through group policy. Group policies are used to manage configuration and security setting via Active Directory. Group policy is also used to specify what server a client will use for automatic updates. If automatic updates are configured through policy, the user will not be able to change automatic update setting by choosing Control Panel, system and clicking the Automatic Updates tab. Configuring a client in a non-Active Directory network. The easiest way to configure the client to use automatic updates is by choosing Control Panel, System and clicking the Automatic Updates tab. However, you can also configure automatic updates through the registry. The registry is a database of all your server settings and can be accessed by choosing Start, Run, type regedit in the Run dialog box. Automatic update settings are defined through HKey local machine /software /policies /Microsoft /Windows /Windows Update, the Windows AU. The registry options that can be configured for automatic updates are specified in table 316. So you can just see here. To specify what server will be used at the Windows Update server, you edit two registry keys which are found at HKey local machine /software /policies /Microsoft /Windows /Windows Update. The WU server key sets the Windows Update server using the server's HTTP name. For example, http://intranet SUS. The WU status server key sets the Windows Update intranet SUS statistics server by using the server's HTTP name. For example, http://intranet SUS. Configuring a client in an Active Directory network. If the SUS client is part of an enterprise network using Active Directory, you would configure the client via group policy. To configure group policy on a Windows Server 2003 domain controller, you would take the following steps. 1. Select Start, Run. In the Run dialog box, type MMC. From the MMC console, select File, Add, Remove, Snap-in. In the Add Remove Snap-in dialog box, click the Add button. In the Add Standalone Snap-in dialog box, select Group Policy Object Editor and click the Add button. For Group Policy Object, click the Browse button, select Default Domain Policy and click the OK button. In the Select Group Policy Object dialog box, click the Finish button. In the Add Standalone Snap-in dialog box, click the Close button. In the Add Remove Snap-in dialog box, click the OK button. 7. Expand the default domain policy, computer configuration, administrative templates, Windows component, Windows Update to access the Windows Update settings shown in figure 316. Double click and configure automatic updates option. The configure automatic updates properties dialog box appears. Figure 317. The automatic updates options that can be configured through group policy are as follows. Whether automatic updates are not configured, enabled, or disabled, how automatic updating is configured. The options are notify for download and notify for install, auto download and notify for install, and auto download and schedule the install. The schedule that will be applied for the install day and the install time. To configure which server will provide automatic updates, click the next setting button in the configure automatic updates properties dialog box. This brings up the specify intranet Microsoft update service location properties dialog box shown in figure 318. The properties that can be configured through group policy are as follows. The status of the intranet Microsoft update service location are not configured, enabled, or disabled. The HTTP name of the server that will provide intranet service updates. The HTTP name of the server that will act as the intranet SUS statistics server. 10. To configure rescheduling of automatic updates, click the next setting button in the specify intranet Microsoft update service location properties dialog box. This brings up the reschedule automatic updates scheduled installation properties dialog box shown in figure 319. You can enable and schedule the amount of time that automatic updates waits after system startup before it attempts to proceed with a scheduled installation that was previously missed. So figure 318, the specify intranet Microsoft update service location properties dialog box. Figure 319, the reschedule automatic update scheduled installation properties dialog box. 11, to configure auto restart for scheduled automatic updates and installations, click the next setting in the reschedule automatic updates scheduled installations properties dialog box. This brings up the no auto restart for scheduled automatic updates installations dialog box shown in figure 320. This option is used if the computer is required to restart after an update. You can choose to wait until the next time the computer is restarted or to restart the computer automatically as part of the update. Figure 320, the no auto restart for scheduled automatic update installations dialog box. So using the Microsoft Baseline Security Analyzer. The Microsoft Baseline Security Analyzer MBSA is a security assessment utility that can be downloaded from the Microsoft website. It verifies whether your computer has the latest security updates and whether there are any common security violation configurations that have been applied to your computer. The following programs and operating systems are scanned by MBSA: Windows NT 4, Windows 2000, Windows XP, Windows Server 2003, IIS 4 and 5, Internet Explorer versions 5.01 and higher, SQL Server 7 and SQL Server 2000, Microsoft Office 2000 and Microsoft Office XP, Windows Media Player version 6.4 and higher. To use MBSA, the computer must meet the following requirements. Must be running Windows NT 4 2000, Windows XP, or Windows Server 2003. MBSA is not supported by Windows 95, 98, or Windows ME. Must be running Windows Explorer 5.01 or higher. must have an XML parser installed for full functionality, must have the workstation and the server service enabled, must have client for Microsoft Networks installed using the GUI version of MBSA. Once you have installed MBSA, you can access it from Start All Programs, Microsoft Baseline Security Analyzer, or by opening the command prompt and executing mbsa.exe. This brings up the Baseline Security Analyzer utility shown in figure 3.21. You can select from Scan a computer, scan more than one computer, or view existing security reports. When you click Scan a computer, the Pick a Computer to Scan dialog box appears, figure 3.22. You can specify that you want to scan a computer based on computer name or IP address. You can also specify the name of the security report that will be generated. The following are options for the security scan: check for Windows vulnerabilities, check for weak passwords, check for IIS vulnerabilities, check for SQL vulnerabilities, check for security updates. If you use this option and are using SUS, you can specify the name of the SUS server that should be checked for security updates. Once you have made your selections, click Start Scan. When the scan is complete, the security port will be automatically displayed. Figure 3.23 shows the View Security Report dialog box. If you have scanned multiple computers, you can sort the security reports based on issue, name, score worst first, or score best first, using mbsacli.exe. If you use MBSA from a command line, mbsacli.exe, there are several options that can be verified. You can type mbsacli.exe/hf from the folder that contains mbsacli.exe, which is drive /program files /Microsoft Baseline Security Analyzer, and can then customize the command execution with the options defined in table.37. So I'm going to leave it here for this live stream. If you like listening, please consider sharing and subscribing, and thank you for spending the evening with me.